Hello Scorpio, this is going to be your October reading. If the reading for your sun sign doesn't resonate, then please check out your rising or moon to see if there is, oops, okay, which one to keep? Okay, both, work and home. Feels like a very Two of Pentacles, especially with the shape of the card reading. So it's probably, or could be, about finding balance between, you know, work and home. Also, how do you define a workplace when you work from home, for example? Maybe, okay, I wanted one, but looks like you're getting two as well. But this is just as a side card. Yeah, freedom. Freedom is all about finally being able to, you know, walk past a space that previously haunted you. So it could be that, you know, for some, it can be about changing jobs and getting finally away from a place that where you worked, or getting away from home that, you know, haunted you. It's a general reading, so, you know, how do you connect is obviously up to you. But interestingly, we have fake news, so this reminds you not to quickly jump onto a news, or don't believe something too easily, because if it sounds too good, for example, that your vacation days has been approved and you don't see that in the official system, your boss is just, you know, telling you when he walks past, and you're like, oh yeah, finally. And then a day later, he's like, oh, sorry, something came up and we can't do that. And you already made plans, you were already really, really happy. And, you know, you felt like, oh, freedom, I can go on a little vacation or whatever, and it fell through. And you can feel devastated because you thought that it's gonna happen. But, you know, with the Six of Swords here, for some it definitely is finally leaving behind a workplace or a home life that is really, really not good for you. And whichever you're trying to leave behind, the other place is going to be helpful with leaving that behind. So if it's a job, someone at home has some information or advice that they can give you about how to do that. And, you know, if you're trying to leave home because it's not a place you want to be at the moment, then someone at work can be you know, knowledgeable about something. I'm just, you know, like, we have a king and a queen, and these could be people in your life. It could be that you're embodying this energy, but I don't feel like it. It's more about it. They could be the embodiment of home and work as well. So for some, this balance that needs to be created could be between two sides of themselves. A very passionate king of wands who wants to go out, and not gender specific, just, you know, this is a more masculine energy, which is a more action taking, more let's go, let's do. And the queen is more about let's just allow other, you know, allow things to happen and work on things from a more of a behind the scenes than stepping on the stage energy. So yeah, I don't know what I tried to say, but it could be either, you know, that there are two people. Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. There could be two people that you need to find balance in dealing with them, or it could be that these could be the two sides of you who wants to kind of dominate for the month. You know, sometimes you really want to go out and do something finally and turn things upside down and leave the work and just be home and, you know, get free of all the restrictions. And then other times you feel like, no, I just want to, you know, like go work and go out and go do something. And then sometimes you're just like, no, I want to stay home and I want to work on what makes me happy because I find freedom there. And it's a constant conflict. What I said with the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles is finding balance between work and home life, or work and your personal life. And sometimes it can, in this case, it could mean that you need to find that balance between the two sides of you, the one that is really wanting to do something, create and just burn things up and down, so things will change. But you have another side who knows that the change that you're seeking needs to happen slower. You know, you can't burn everything down and expect to move in the next day because there's nothing there. So you have to really work on figuring out which side you're supposed to call on and when. Especially because we have a Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is about, it can be a financial loss. So obviously if you're really, you know, like ready to leave work and you don't have anything else lined up, but you know that it's time to leave because you just can't handle it anymore, or home life as well, you're gonna experience some financial struggles. But this card indicates that a solution is much closer than you think, that even though you might feel lost and alone and separated from everything and everyone that you love, it's not as bad as you think. It can get quicker because, you know, you're moving away from something that wasn't really good for you. But it's also a reminder with the fake news that, you know, you can lose something if you just believe people's words. And because like I said, if it sounds too good, it's not real. And we have the Seven of Wands, another one. So, and you know, Seven of Wands is all about protecting yourself, but it kind of feels like you're protecting from yourself from something you don't see yet, you know. So I would say it's get ready as much as you can. You prepare yourself for, you know, if you want to leave, prepare yourself for every possible scenario that can come up. Because if you have a plan for dealing with everything that's coming up, then it's gonna be a much smoother sail, much easier way to step away from whatever we're talking about. It's not an easy month or whatever when you're reading or watching this, but it's happening because you need to leave the situation behind. You need to find that balance. And you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to leave your work in order to be happier home. It's just that you need to leave behind a way of life where you only do is work, for example, you know, and you don't spend quality time with the people you have at home. And if you can find a balance, you will definitely feel more freer. And there will be sacrifices that you need to make, but it will serve you so much better than what you have right now. Okay, let's get one building relationship oracle, please. I really like this pocket edition size, so much easier to shuffle. I mean, I love the big one, don't get me wrong, but I have tiny hands, so shuffling is actually new beginning, perfect. New beginning, perfect. Yes, definitely, you're heading toward new beginning. So, you know, try to do it smartly. Don't rush out of the door, whatever we're talking about. That's pretty much the biggest one, is that you know, don't try to just doing everything and expect things to work, because you don't necessarily see everything clearly right now. But freedom and a new beginning is definitely coming, so it's not as bad as, you know, it might seem or feel. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Please check out my other channel, my decks, my everything. And please like, subscribe, comment down below. Those all help my channel, and see you in the next one. Bye.